Tonight's special guest.
Hey y'all, my name is Chientelle. I'm an upcoming R&B artist. I also got a new song coming out called "By Your Lonely" that will be out next week actually. As y'all can see, I've been putting out like photos, like a cover art coming, a lyric video I'm gonna do too. It's something different. But I hope you all enjoy, and I'm gonna just keep being consistent, keep posting, so you all can know the updates.
Time to get it crackin', gotta start with it, we into winning. Yeah, haters dancing. Yeah, we been bustin' on the radio. The haters gon' hate, let them hate though. So tune into the new vibe and know iconic insurance. Iconic, we on it, no like it, no action. Time to get it crackin', gotta start with it, we into winning. Yeah, haters dancing. Yeah, we been bustin' on the radio. The haters gon' hate, let them hate though. So tune into the new vibe and know iconic insurance.
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's your girl, Stardom, and it's right here live at the one and the only iconic radio show. And we have a very special guest today, y'all. I'm actually really excited. Like, this is a very dope person. This is my girl. We've been rocking for a minute. She's a very hardworking person. Without further ado, let's bring my girl Bree to the stage.
Hey y'all.
You like your intro?
Yes, I did.
I did good.
You did a good job.
Okay, so walk me through everything. First of all, what inspired this project, period?
I've been through like a lot, like with my ex breakups and stuff. When there's a certain person just make you go into that mode. Not to put anybody out, because I keep people's names private because I don't bash people. It's just been a lot, these past couple of months that happened so fast. So I kind of actually made By Your Lonely. I made it, I say 2 years ago. I like to, like I said on the last show, I like to write about my feelings. I like to write about how I feel in the moment. I just hope to inspire somebody who feels the same way that I feel, because I know there's other people that's going through the same thing or probably worse. So I just always want to inspire people to know it's okay, to feel away, but you got to pick yourself back up and you got to keep going.
Hey, man, look, first of all, shout out to you for the growth and the maturity. Because, baby, my baby daddy rap. He know better than go against me. Look. He don't want no smoke. He like, look.
I know that's right.
But you're right, though. It's always something that, like, gives us motivation and gives us a backstory, whether it's a good thing or a bad thing, but it makes us grow as a person, right? It influenced the pain and the passion behind our project. So I definitely feel you when it comes to that.
So I do have a lyric video that's coming out. I want to try something different.
Ooh, a lyric. Let's get into that. A lyric video.
Yeah, so DP, I'm pretty sure you heard of him. He's from Envion Studios. He's an engineer there. He does videography as well. I always tell people go mess with him because his work is A1. But he does everything video wise. But I just want to try a lyric video, because I always do like just regular videos, like visuals, but I just want to try something different. So some of the photos that I took in my photo shoot is going to be into the lyric video.
That's dope that you can like incorporate it into there.
I wanted to just try something different. So I did a photo shoot with Lonnie. Her name is Lonnie Lowe. She's a photographer as well. She does commercials. So I went towards R&B for the genre that I wanted because I'm more of an older soul. I like old school. I like throwbacks. I don't mind listening to hip hop, pop, gospel, of course, but I just love old school. I love jazz. I love soul. That's just what I'm more geared to.
Me too. I feel like I'm an old school head, for real.
Yeah.
I love like just that Ashanti, you know what I mean? Like that Lauren Hill, that Erica Badu. Like
Yes.
I
was just listening to her the other day, that Tyrone song.
girl, do you feel me? Look,
Yeah.
I love that. That is my clean up. That is my lay down, just my aura, my relax.
It gets going, like it's
yeah. I love it. Okay, so look, let's talk about this. Shout out to you, right?
Thank you.
Because you have a decent amount of projects on your plate and you making it all come into foresight. Like you're you're making your dreams come true while still paying attention to reality. And a lot of people, look, please hear me out. Look, a lot of people don't. It's hard to focus on a dream and a reality at the same time. You feel me, Bree? Like a lot of people, they put all of their time and their attention into the craft, and then they forget, oh snap, I still need a 9 to 5 to fund this thing. Like a lot of people don't think about the backup plan. Like, okay, I still want to go to college so I can make more money if I have to go, the 9 to 5 route. And then I could see where this goes to more comfortably. You get what I'm saying?
You have
Like,
to start somewhere in order to get to the top.
yes.
You cannot just shoot up to the top like Superman. People don't
Seriously.
understand that.
Like, what
So
advice would you give young artists who want to go out there? And it's okay to chase your dreams, but just to like focus on reality too.
right. You gotta do both. When you're in this type of industry, you have to be a multitasker and also about life. I would just say continue doing what you're doing. Don't let nobody throw you off. I don't know what's going on this year, but I just want to say this to get off my chest. The devil been busy, okay?
Amen.
So it's just I've been dealing with things as well, like personal things, and I'm pretty sure other people have, but it just seems like everybody that I talk to, it seems like they've been going through a lot this year, but the devil ain't gonna win though. He's not gonna win. You gotta keep going, and you gotta keep your mind busy. You gotta
Yes.
stay active. Um,
Yes.
you can't just keep laying around and saying, I want to do this, I want to do that. You got to get up and do it. Like my grandma always used to say, it ain't going to come knocking on your door. You got to get up and you got to go get it. So, yeah.
Like, it's serious. The way that life goes, we have to, first of all, remain grateful for the stuff
Yeah.
that we already have.
Mm-hmm.
Because so many people, they go after new things or they go after wanting more and more, and they forget about somebody right now would love to be in your position wherever you at. You know what I
Always
mean?
humble yourself. I tell everybody that humble yourself because what you got today could be taken away tomorrow. So you have to humble you have to
Amen.
humble yourself. Like I'm so grateful for the position I'm in because earlier this year I was really down and I had a lot going on. Um Also too, I want to say is I am in therapy, and I want to say this therapy is nothing wrong with that. Like I think everybody need therapy, like really. So I'm in that for my personal reasons, and just to keep my mind going, and try to heal from different things that I've been through. And it's like earlier this year, I was like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Like I knew I was gonna put out music. Like I knew I was gonna put out the song I'm gonna put out. Also thinking about putting out a Christmas song again this year.
Really?
Yes.
Oh my God. I can't wait to see that.
Yeah. So like I already had things in the music wise that I know what I was gonna do, but just personal wise, I was like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. People try to take you down. They try to put you down to the ground. You're not gonna get me there.
Period.
It's like, you done
Mm-mm.
enough. I can't keep letting you do it.
Nope.
So, but we're human. We all go through things. Even when you get up there, Beyonce, Rihanna, all of them, even Whitney and all of them, they all went through stuff. Even when you big, and actually, I don't know why they say when you get bigger, it causes more problems. What do you think about that?
I feel like more money, more problems is true.
Uh,
I feel like personally, you get stuff like Cardi B interviews. I've seen Nicki Minaj interviews before, and they say it's a lot of pressure because they have to take care of their entire family. Like
yeah.
in the immediate side, like they have to take care of mom, dukes, auntie, cuz number one, two, the
Mhm.
kids. Like once you have a stature of like Cardi B, Nicki Minaj, you can't still let your immediate people live in the hood. You know what I'm saying? Like it's kind of your responsibility to bring them up, but that stuff
Right.
is expensive.
I agree. But it's just like this year been a lot of lessons learned
Hmm.
and taught. So and just when I thought I was like, oh, you know what, just when you feel like you finna give up and you like forget it. Like I even be watching your YouTube videos when you be talking about when you almost gave up and then things started coming and started showing
Yep.
you. It's kind of the position I'm in. It's like I was like, forget it. Not with just music, but just for the meantime, I was just like, just forget it. But then it's like things started showing up for me and started coming up for me. And I don't want to say, because some things you can keep to yourself, because
Mm-hmm.
all your blessings don't need to be put out there. But
Amen.
it's just
Yeah.
I've been through a lot of stuff, and like I said, but I always tell people, even when I tell my sister and other family, somebody always has it worse than you. So be
Yeah.
grateful for what you do have and what
Yeah.
you can do, because somebody always has it worse.
I'll tell you a quick backstory, and this is something that I partially shared on my YouTube channel. So some people may have heard kind of a little bit about it, but I don't know if you watched a few of my episodes, but my kids and I were homeless for about 2 months, right? Yeah, no, real bad. This real. My kids and I were homeless for about 2 months, Brie. Um, I was moving into my new house,
Hmm.
but they weren't done with the construction, right? They were remodeling it, but they weren't done, but they didn't tell me that. I'm thinking that everything cool. I'm finna go. The first time I seen the house, everything was already done. Like we didn't already met up. I done paid. Like everything was
Hmm.
fine. I thought I was gonna walk in, sign some paperwork, get my keys. We cool. Girl, that house was not done. Like they still had um floors pulled up, like cabinets weren't even attached, just like brand new in the box to the side. Like it was just terrible. It was horrible. And I was like, me and my kids cannot move. They wouldn't even let me, like the codes and stuff. I couldn't
No.
even move in.
Mm.
So it took them 2 months to finish the house. And I had already moved out of my old house, right? So I'm like, what we gonna do? And I'm paying for a hotel after hotel after hotel. I kid you not, Bree.
Now I have
Every
a
day.
question.
Go ahead.
Okay, so when a company does that and that's their responsibility, aren't they supposed to put you in something? Like they supposed to pay for?
Girl, no, no. They offered me an Airbnb, but I had to pay for it. And it cost more than the hotels.
How you offering somebody something and you gotta pay for it?
Crazy. They offered me an Airbnb. It cost more than a hotel. So I was just like, nah. I'd rather me and my kids stay in a 1 bedroom hotel
Mhm.
than a 3 bedroom Airbnb. Like
Yeah.
that doesn't make sense. So girl, I'm paying for it like every day, week after week for 2 months. And I just sat there and I'm even vlogging. If you like really watch my other videos, I'm really vlogging from the hotel and stuff. But I'm like, thank God I'm able to afford this. Now it burnt a hole in my pocket. I ain't gonna count. I ain't gonna count for you. But it's like some people couldn't even do that. They would literally be shelter, street, and stuff. You just gotta thank God for where you at.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
You gotta thank him for what you do have, because it's always somebody worse.
Amen. Amen.
Yeah. So, I just think that I don't know. I don't know if you feel the same way, but it just seemed like this year just been, just a lot of things going on, and everybody seemed like they've been a little off. But I
Girl,
always say and manifest that the year after is gonna be great. Like, like I think 2026 is going to be, everyone's year, and I think everybody is gonna succeed. You have to manifest. You can't just keep talking negative about everything.
that's very true. I'm gonna be real with you. That BBB scare me. It
Well,
scare me.
the what?
The big beautiful bill is that's what's scary to me.
Oh,
Girl, I'm thinking about medical coverage for the kids. I'm thinking about stuff like that. Like, just a lot of things are set to change, and it just gets
mm,
scary for people in the community. Like, especially like, middle class or lower class. Like, it gets scary.
yeah, it does, and that's what I even, talk about even with my sister, it's scary out here. Like you
Hmm.
can't do nothing. And I just be like, you can't do nothing. You can't go, where you want to go, by yourself. If you just want to go chill on your own and go do something exciting by yourself, you can't do anything. It's
Hmm.
really scary out here. It's like people just keep messing with you and they want to do stuff to you. And my sister, of course, like she's older, than me. But she always tells me like, it wasn't like that when they were younger. It was bad. It's always bad in every generation, but it's not like it is now. You can't do
Mm-mm.
nothing.
No, you can't. Like, I'm not too much older than you, put it like that. But I do remember my grandma, she had a candy shop, and kids used to come to her candy shop with like notes from their parent, and they used to have like a tab on her book. And she would like send the kids home with the groceries and this and that. Nowadays, I would never send my kids to no store. I
Mm-mm.
don't care if it is right around the corner, like they're
Not in
not going.
somebody's house either. Don't.
Oh no. Mm-mm. You used to have the local candy shops inside people's houses, but nowadays it's different.
Yeah, I used to do that when I was in school. Like when I was in high school, it was like in the neighborhood because I went to school in Rich South. Well, all my years, like my sophomore to my senior year, I went to South. Well, we used to go to this lady's, candy shop, and it was in her house. I don't know who told me about her, but I think she was just of the neighborhood. You know, when people are just of the neighborhood, and we would go in her house. She had candy, so it was really nice. She had like popcorn set up everywhere, and like pops and slushy. She had like snow cone machines and stuff, and we would just sit there and eat. And she'll offer us, we want to watch a movie. Didn't do nothing to us. I think I was in high school too, but I was like younger. I think I was like 15.
Hmm.
So it's like, I was like, yeah, like, it was just different. Like, I don't
Yeah.
know what's going on though.
Yeah, this lady in my neighborhood, she used to sell like nachos and stuff in the basement. She was cool. Like she came up at the school, she volunteered, but nowadays it's
Yeah,
different.
it's scary. You don't want all them people in your house.
And then you know what? I'm glad you said that because it's a chance on both ends. Like as
Mm,
the person who's hosting it versus the people who coming up in there, you
yeah.
can't trust nobody. Nowadays, them little kids be coming in robbing.
Or, yep, it could be the kids or it could be the person who house it is. It could be
Hmm.
or so you can't just say either one, but it's
Exactly.
both.
And you want to know something else? I feel like this message does need to be, this conversation needs to be had about females in the music industry because it gets scary for us. And I feel like we're unprotected, especially when it comes to performing or, going to certain meet and greets or events. Like a lot of people get kind of strange towards us in person.
Mm.
And I just want awareness, like what advice or what's your intake on about females going to events and things alone?
Well, me personally, just to put out there before I answer, as me as a person, I don't really like to do a lot of things by myself, especially in the world that we're in now. I just don't like to do things by myself. So, that's why I just play it safe for a little while until it get a little better. But I go where I know of or around the house. But it's real just dangerous out here, and it's just like I advise, like, if you have a good friend or maybe you have a good family relative or something, or your man or your woman, whatever, take somebody with you that's responsible too.
Mm,
Take somebody
mm,
who's responsible because you don't know what could happen. Somebody could put some in your drink or in your food and stuff. Like, I've heard many stories of beautiful women, like they've gotten drugged up and they drink and stuff because maybe somebody jealous. It could be a woman that's jealous and she like, I don't like you, so I'm gonna do something to your food, or I'm gonna put something in your drink, or she could know somebody, like, and people say, oh, that's going kind of deep, but it's really not in today's society. She could know somebody that's of the owner of the place and say, hey, do this, I give you this. You know what I'm saying? A couple of dollars or whatever. People crazy.
yeah,
People love money. So it's like she could know somebody from the place, and or even a guy could do something to you. They rape you. Like, it's like these people are crazy out here. So I just say take somebody responsible. That's why I kind of stay stationary. I do like to go places, and I want to start booking shows and stuff, but you know sometimes when you don't have, how can I say it? Sometimes when you don't have the option right now, you can always do whatever you want to do. But if you smart enough, you'll say, I can wait for that.
yep,
I could wait for that like next year, or I could do it. I'm gonna just control what I could do now. I post videos and say I can control who looks at my stuff. I can, control who looks at my photos, control who sees my music. I can control things like that, but you can't control when you're out by yourself and somebody's trying to antagonize you or they're trying to bother you, you know, and you're
Yeah.
by yourself. So, you know, I just say, you know, wait for your time to come, you know, or take somebody responsible. But as of right now, you know, in my situation, I just play it safe and do my own thing until things come along down the line. But you know, you do what you can control now. So
Yep. And I love it. I love it. I just want to say, ladies, social media and technology is greatly improving. Okay. We greatly advance, and it's ways to get your name out there without physically being out there.
mhm.
Start there.
Yeah.
Networking is key. You don't have to physically be every single place,
Hmm.
just to get out. And number two, if you do go out, like Bree said, I go off of who all gonna be there. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I know you can't control, the clubs or things like that, but pay attention to who's sharing, right? Pay attention who's sharing that event to their page. If you know 2, 3, 4, 5 people that you real cool with, hey, hit them up. Like, hey, y'all going to such and such tonight? Y'all can try to carpool if they're a responsible type of person, but always make sure that you click the shares
Hmm.
and see who all intend on being there. And one more thing, if you know that you the catty type, let's just be real. If you know you the catty type, if you know that you have a lot of ops or enemies or whatever the case may be, don't just play it safe. Don't try to be everywhere just to prove that you showing your face in public and Shorty ain't do nothing to you. It's
That
not worth
part.
it. It's not worth
You know
it,
what
period.
I'm saying now, this it's crazy out here, and you know, like even my sister, my older sister, she's in her late 30s, but she even would tell me like, you know, like that Mellow Bucks situation.
Mhm.
Before we heard about it, she was even telling me like, you know, she always tells me, you know, go downtown, you know, you could take the train, and that's fine. It's nothing
Yeah.
wrong with that. You know, do things independently. But I just feel like sometimes um and it can go for any generation. Just like when I get that age and I have little ones, you know, it's like, oh, I used to do this, but she might be like, well, I don't think it's safe to do that, even if you were doing it. You know what I'm saying? Because times change in every generation. And I
Amen.
hope for the babies that it doesn't get worse. I hope it doesn't. Because I don't see how bad it could get. It's already bad to me. And it's just like, you know, when my sister tells me like the things that she used to do, this sounds so fun, and I'll be like, oh, I wish I could do that, but you can't. And she always tell me be safe and stuff, and you know, if you do go out, go somewhere that's near the house or something. But you know, I just stay stationary, and like I said, like you said, you could still. It's not an excuse, even if you're stationary, that you still can't put content out and you still
Mhm.
can't get your work done. I'm so glad. Actually, it's really a blessing that technology is how it is. Like,
Yeah.
it's very good. You have different avenues how you can do stuff in technology wise. And then on top of that, you can even you can customize who sees your stuff. If you don't want everybody seeing it, you know, it's different ways you can go about it if you're patient enough. So yeah, technology is key. You could some people they work from home. A lot of people didn't
Yep.
have to do that back then. You had to go take your butt on the train or on the bus and go to work. Some people can, you know, do it from their laptop, do it from their phone. Everything is different now.
Yes, like girl, like me starting off content creating, it took years for me to show my face in public. People didn't even know if I was real for real because like if she the new AI advanced before our time, like I just used to be straight on the camera. Like before I started doing my vlogs, I was working at a radio station, right? So I used to be radio home, radio home. I wasn't trying to kick it. I wasn't trying to go to clubs, places. Like it took me a while to finally start going out. And even now, it's not. I
Mm-mm.
don't go out for fun no more. They gotta pay me. Them people gotta pay.
I heard
Okay.
that. Where that money at? Because nobody's gonna be doing all of that. It's crazy. It's not worth your safety.
Mm-mm. And
So
security gotta be there.
yeah,
Period.
it's just like I love downtown. Don't get me wrong. It's so nice downtown, but when I last time I did go downtown, I was down there for my grandma's birthday, so it was all my
Oh,
family. Yeah, and we had got her a hotel, and
Ooh.
she went to the casino, and went out to eat. We did a hot pot. I think that's what it's called. A hot.
Yes, I went to one like 3 weeks ago. I went
Oh,
to
it's so
Chinatown.
good. It's so
Mm-hmm.
good. So we did things like that. But it was family involved. It wasn't like, I was down there with friends, so it was family. So yeah, and I also want to talk about too. I ain't even trying to be messy, but
Go ahead. I live for this.
but it's like I just feel like a lot of people are exiting people's lives, but it's for a good reason. And and I just feel like this year, and I can't speak for everybody, but for me, I'm not left alone, but I have family and stuff. Like my sister is like my best friend. We talk all the time. But I've been through things with people that I would never think that would, you know, do things like that. So it's like I've, been through a lot of things this year where it had me be stationary. But when you stationary, you think about things that you should have thought about beforehand.
Oh.
And it helps you to not make the same mistakes, because we have to also take accountability for how we act. You can say how somebody else is acting, which the way they acted was wrong. You can say that all day, but it takes two to tango.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to see, like, okay, why did you keep allowing that? Or why did you keep talking to somebody like that? Or why did you keep allowing that friend to keep doing this and doing that? You
Yeah.
seen the signs, but you kept on talking to them. And we all do that. It's life, especially when you care about people and stuff. But you got to think about your life, though. Everybody has their own life. You ain't going when I'm going, and I ain't going when you going. So you got to
Mm-hmm.
always just keep that in mind. So I think that was like a really big lesson for me this year. And I'm glad that I learned it, because, I have all these other blessings this year. I got the radio interview with you. I got a new song coming out. I'm working. It's like, yeah, I'm in school and stuff. So, you just have to, it's about choices, I feel like.
No, that's very true. Because number one, these dudes will do you dirty, and these friends are foul. I'll just come out and say it.
Mhm.
Period. It's like the more you trust them people these days. If you, first of all, you're lucky if you have one good friend in
Mm,
this world, right? You're
yeah.
lucky if it's that one person, your ace, who you can call on. I feel like nowadays about accountability. Nowadays a lot of guys and women, they try to collect all these friend groups, and that's why you hear so much stuff happening on these vacations and
Mhm.
things like that, and can't nobody get their story straight. Because just because I'm friends with you don't mean I have to be friends with the people you friends with, and then try to merge everybody and trust somebody with my life on a trip for 7 days that I don't even know.
And that's what the problem be too. It's like, I even had a similar situation like that, where it's like sometimes you got to keep everybody separate. You can't
Hmm.
combine everybody, because it makes an issue. Everybody don't combine well and mix well with everybody. So you got to keep people separate. It's nice to have fun. Like if you want to go out for a drink, or you want to just chill, have a game night or something. But don't make it a consistent thing, because that's how problems start, because everybody don't have the same personality and don't think the same.
Girl, I got my business friends, my bougie friends, and my ghetto friends. I would never mix them.
Yeah. No, 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 because
Ever.
that's just where the problems start.
It is.
Yes, and it be from people that you wouldn't even think that would go there. And
Hmm.
that's what I think surprises us as humans the most. It's like you ignore the signs from people that you want to stay around you, but God didn't intend them to stay around you. You can't
Exactly.
get your blessings. Like, for instance, I'm doing music. Half of these people that I probably don't even talk to anymore, it's like, you can't watch me. You can watch me. You can watch all day. It's public. I can't tell you when not to watch. But you can't be on the stage with me when I get my award. Or you can't.
Oh, okay.
Or
I
you
like
can't.
that.
You can't be on stage with me when I get my diploma, when I graduate. You can't be there at my graduation. You can't do certain things because sometimes when you do have people in your life that are holding you back from that, it takes longer and it's more challenging, because they're not supposed to be around. God didn't intend them to be. You can still be cordial sometimes, because I'm always cordial to people. You know, that's just my personality. I'm a kind person. But you're not going to keep doing this and this and this. That's why we're here, because you did that and that and that. And I'm not finna keep allowing that.
Yeah,
So,
what they say, fool you once, fool me once,
mm-hmm.
shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Fool me three
Yup.
times. Somebody got to be a fool because I keep
Gotta
allowing
take
it.
responsibility.
Hmm.
Yes.
Yeah, it's about people being responsible and accountable. Like,
Yes. I seen a video you did on that too. I just watched it in your studio. Like you had like your banner in the back.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Was talking. I was like, the whole time I
Right.
was watching it, I was like, okay. But it
Yeah,
is
like
good to go back.
just speaking women to women, a lot of times we get lonely, right? And we try to occupy our time with someone that we know that isn't meant for us. We know that God or whoever higher power they believe in is screaming that this person is not meant for us. This person will only be the barrier of your downfall. This person will only hold you back. But we still go for it because we like, dang, well, this is comfort. You know,
Mm,
this is something familiar. And that person ultimately plays in our face and ruins our confidence because we know we deserve better and we know that we're settling. And I don't know what it is, but I feel like a lot of men know they worth more than women. They know that they dated up. They know that, they got this woman to do X, Y, and Z for them. And this woman knows that this man would never do X, Y, and Z for her. You know what I mean?
mm,
It's just,
mm.
it's time for us to wake up. And I feel like a lot of women are tapping into their single power. A lot of women are preferring to just work on themselves and focus on themselves. And a lot of women are saying that it's okay if you all you got.
Yeah, nowadays I hear a lot of stuff like that on media. My mother and me were just talking about that yesterday. Nowadays, people want to be single. They want to be celibate. They want to be to themselves because it's so much BS out here. Like,
Mhm.
and it's like, okay, you don't kind of give me a choice. It's the generation where you don't give me a choice, so I'm gonna just do me and I'm gonna just wait for mine because
Yes.
it's like it's not worth it and it doesn't make any sense to keep doing stuff over and over again. You know,
No.
it's ridiculous. So yeah, me and mom was just talking about that, how a lot of young women on Facebook were talking about they love being celibate, they just embrace it. Yeah.
Yeah, this lady, I saw her video on Instagram. I forgot her name. And she was talking about, she put up a post saying how she prefers to be celibate. And this guy commented talking about you're missing out and women are missing out in 2025. And she was just like, missing out on what? Not having an STD, not contracting gonorrhea, HIV, etc.
Mm-hmm.
Not worrying about a missed period and letting it stress me out, not
Right.
worried about X, Y, and Z, not worried about if you gonna be there or not. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's just it's too much. And
Yes.
I'm all for women just focusing on themselves, remaining celibate and doing what they gotta do because us as women, we tend to give ourselves to men, just speaking in general us as women tend to give ourselves to men who don't deserve us, and we know this ain't the long run. So it's like, what are you doing in the meantime? We're
You try to
wasting our
play it
time.
safe.
Yeah. And I don't know if you've seen it, but the STD rates and HIV alone in Chicago is high.
Mm.
It's high.
Mm.
In Illinois alone, it's high.
Mm. Mm-mm-mm. That's why it's good to just stay to yourself. And bringing back to what you said, that it could also be, I won't even say just for women, but even some women, they don't, what can I say about it? They don't care for men. They don't treat men the way they're supposed to be treated. It's some good men out there. And it's like, you make it bad for women that really want a good man because you dogging them and you treating them, and then you making him go sour and he really was a good man.
Tag
And you
me in,
make
please tag me in.
and you making it hard for women who really want somebody good because you want to do what you want to do. Some men, it's like when they've gone through, and it could be men, women, it could be anybody, but I just say men because I'm a woman.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but it's just like when they go through so much bad women, and when you finally get to a good one,
Mm.
don't know how to act. You
Yeah.
want to have it. It's almost like a cake. You want to have that cake. You want to have that red velvet cake, but it's carrot cake and lemon cake and vanilla cake. It's all variety of cakes over there. So I'm going to
Mm-hmm.
just leave you velvet right there. I'm going to leave you
Mm-hmm.
there. I ain't going to touch it just yet. I'm going to go over here and have fun with these because I know they ain't about nothing. So I'm going to leave
Yep.
you right there, and I'm going to let you just sit pretty for a minute. But why not take care and love into that? Why not enjoy it? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Why would you want to do that? Like these people get on my nerves. That
It's it's so weird because Bree, it's like you know how they say nice guys finish last.
mm-hmm.
I honestly feel like nowadays nice women or strong women finish last. It's like if you not a weaker woman and they can't play in your face, they rather go. I don't know. I had put up a post one day. It was like a meme, and the girl had on like a name brand flip flops or name brand shades and earrings and real jewelry type stuff. And she was in a grocery store, and the man had looked at her like he wanted to approach, but then he was like, never mind, like you too expensive, like I can't I can't take you on, you know what I mean? And I see that on these pop the balloon or find love shows too. I've seen women who walk
Oh yeah,
in,
I be watching that too.
yeah, and they got themselves well put together, and the man a pop because he feels like you too high maintenance for me. That's the word I was looking for.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not fair because I honestly feel like me personally, girl, when I was 20 and I ain't have nothing, it was like, oh, it was so easy to date. And I won't even say it was because of my age. Because fine wine, look, this chocolate don't go bad. Period.
Period. I know that's right.
The darker the berry, look.
The
Okay,
sweeter
look,
damn juice. I know that's
period.
right.
So look, so it's like, why when I have myself established, and you can't blame it on kids either, because my kids they older, you know what I
They
mean? They
so cute.
they ain't grown. Thank you. Why is dating so weird now? Like, I don't know if it's just something with the current times or has it always been like this, but I do want to say this. I have gotten wiser than I was back in the day. And it's not like I used to let people play in my face. It's just I didn't care. Like I was doing me. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like I didn't care about, oh, you make sure you call me tonight, or we need to, it's been two
Mhm.
years, we need to live together. I wasn't trying to live with no dude at
Right.
20. You know what I mean? So I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, I can't speak because I'm only 26, so I'm still, getting up there. But I can say just like it's just I don't know. It's just so different. Like as I gotten older, I've seen the men change drastically, and it's not good. And it's
It's not.
like it just it makes you frustrated because it's like some of these men, it's like they know you good. So you ever heard somebody say they try to put you on the top shelf?
Oh yeah.
So you
Oh
try
yeah.
to put me on the top shelf because you want to go do what you want to do.
Hmm.
But you're not gonna do that with me. You know what I'm saying?
Period.
And it's like I feel like also people in general, people out here in general in the world, people don't love the same.
Mm-mm.
You do not you supposed to value when you have something good in your life. You're supposed to value it, take care of it, mold it, you know build in it. Nobody is perfect. I tell everybody
Mm-mm.
that the only person is perfect, the man upstairs. You're gonna argue, you're gonna fuss, you're gonna cuss, you're gonna get mad, you're gonna probably flip a table or two. I mean, okay, but it's like I'm not saying like anything that's domestic, no, that's bad, get away from it. But what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying is that nobody is perfect. Nobody is perfect, so you can't expect to say, oh well, you always got a mouth on you and you always running your mouth and getting mad. What you think the other one gonna do?
Yeah.
I'm running my mouth because I'm telling the truth. I'm telling you about yourself and I'm trying to tell you to correct something. That's me running my mouth.
I'm tired of it because we women and a lot of our traits women are going to do. Stop trying to make us act like dudes.
Hmm.
Period. Because if I walk around acting nonchalant, like I don't care, if I walk around not checking you on certain things,
Right.
then you're gonna think I'm not all the way in tune with you, right?
Right. It's
So
always gonna be a problem. They always gonna say something. And when somebody always got a problem, it's something with them. When they always saying that something is wrong with you, it's something with them. Everybody, nobody is perfect, but it's like I don't know why you expect that when you get done with a certain person and then you go to somebody else, they're gonna be better, and then you keep backtracking, like to you. Let's say you had a guy just kept backtracking. Stay over there. Stay over there. I
period.
don't just stay over there. Like I'm, it's just these people crazy. But I always tell people you're never going to have just a A1 partner. Like everybody it's different in their own way. You can have similarities to bring you together, but you're always going to have issues. But issues is love. When you
Yep.
don't argue, something wrong. When you ain't arguing a little bit, just a little bit, something wrong.
And I tell you this, my mom always said, keep it a buck, stay solid regardless. If a person does not want to be with you no longer, just
Yeah.
say okay and walk away. Don't ask, but why? But can we fix it? But
Mm-hmm.
what do we do? 9 times out of 10, if you're really kind of a little bit in sync with this person, you knew it wasn't working either, right? It's just
Mm-hmm.
sometimes women leave mentally first, we check out, but men tend to check out physically first. You know what I mean? And
Right.
we'll deal
That's
with
so
those
true.
emotions later. So if somebody does not want you, by all means, let them go. Don't try to hold them hostage. And my mom told me this, and this has been proven. I
Mm.
haven't met a dude who didn't do this. She said, Star, they always come back. Now, whether or not you allow them to have that type of
I
access
was
to you,
just gonna say that.
they
they
always come back, baby.
People can do whatever they want to do. You cannot control what somebody does. You cannot control what they look at. You can control what they say. My therapist even tells me that it's about what you do. If you respond, if you want to say something, if you allow their energy to come into your life again and again and again, that's on you. But you can't control what somebody do. That's the public. That's the person. You can't control what they're
Hmm.
doing, but you can control what you do though. I agree on that
I
100.
like that. I'm gonna start telling these dudes, you're the public.
I
I can't control you. You're the public.
I know that. Yup. It's like that's what I tell people. Like it's like, especially and I know because you're in the industry as well, in the music industry. As you get older and more wiser in this industry, and it's just even as a woman, it's like you gonna learn like you cannot control what people look at. We put ourselves out there for people to look at. So if you looking at me, and even if you comment on my stuff or whatever, I can't tell you not to. I don't have to respond though. I don't have to talk to you. I don't have to engage. But you could do whatever
Hmm.
you want to do. But I'm not gonna talk to you though. You could talk to yourself though.
Right. Talk to yourself in the comments.
Yeah. So it's just and then on top of that, people do that because they want a reaction.
Yeah. And they want to see have you truly grown or not. Do they still
Yep.
have access to you?
It's a
Like
test.
my mama put it, they want to see if you still stupid.
Yep.
Period. Like
It's a test. Uh-huh. It's a test. So,
hmm.
you just gotta keep going and going and going, and eventually you're gonna find somebody, even not even just a man or a woman, it could be friends and even sometimes family. You're gonna find that one person in each section that's going to love you and it's just going to, take care of you and mold you the right way.
That's all that matters, period.
So hey y'all, it's Bree Chientelle. I want to tell y'all if y'all seen all my social media posts, been consistent. My new song "By Your Lonely" is coming out. It should be coming out next week. It is going to be a lyric video. I also did a photo shoot that's pinned to all my social media. Go check that out. My social media names are Bree Chientelle. One is Bree's Space Chientelle, but all of them is Bree Chientelle. Together that's BRICHIENTELLE.
Okay, y'all, that wraps up an amazing show that we had. Bree, thank you so much for coming on the show. I appreciate you.
Thank you. Oh, I appreciate it.
Girl, and it's always a good time. You always welcome the Iconic Radio Show. Until next time, I will talk to you later, baby.
Thank you, love. I appreciate it. Have a good day.
You
Bye.
too. Bye.
Hey y'all, it's Bree Chientelle. I like to thank Stardom Shine for this very, very beautiful interview. It was great. She is a beautiful, beautiful host. Y'all go book with her for all your interviews. She is great and it's a wonderful experience. This is my second time doing it. So y'all know I love it because I'm here another time. So yeah, y'all go check her out. Love y'all.
Till next time, I love you guys. Please be sure to like, share, comment, most importantly, subscribe. It's your girl Stardom. You can follow me on YouTube at Sweet Stardom. That's SWEET STARDOM. You can also find your girl on Facebook at Stardom Shine. That's STARDOM space SHINE. And I love you guys. Till next time. Bye.